Hey, what we want to do now is we want to show you how to use actual artifacts in teaching to make it real to students and construct their own meaning in their personal lives. For example, let's take a look at this MP helmet. What does MP helmet mean? Military police helmet. Now this is what you call a liner, really, not a real helmet, but because the police were kind of out there doing different things and have a real heavy helmet. This is part of the honor guard. I show this to students to learn from it. Also, you might want to take a look over here at this toy here. This is a toy made in occupied Japan. It's not really that well made, not at all, but it still works, as we can see here. Or at least it did work. There we go. It is a toy that's valuable because it's very well made in occupied Japan. Actual artifact to show students about the training a long time ago. Now let's take a look at some World War I items while we're at it. This is a gas mask right here of a World War I soldier. Imagine in your mind having to wear this thing while you're stuck in a trench trying to survive. That's something designed by our industry as well. This is a helmet of that World War I soldier. Kind of called a Brody helmet. It was designed to protect people from being from shrapnel raining down on top of people. It was all designed to you can see the inside of it as well. But over here now we see a World War II style helmet and a Vietnam War style helmet. This is one that was used by soldiers to protect themselves quite well, in fact. It's got camouflage on it. Here we see a mess kit of a World War I soldier. If you look close, you can see the designs. He got bored, and he actually decorated it while he was sitting there in the trenches not doing things. Over here we see another helmet. This one, though, is a paratrooper helmet. Of a paratrooper, it was designed to kind of protect his head when he jumped out of an airplane. Can you imagine jumping out of a perfectly good airplane? That's what the paratroopers did. That's what this helmet was for. Here we see one of the famous Green Berets, famous Special Forces soldiers, started by John F. Kennedy. Why? He liked James Bond, I understand why. Now here we see a plaque. It shows some pioneers moving across the West. And of course, having oxen drive the wagons. Now sometimes in the movies, they show horses pulling the wagons, which wasn't really correct. Oxen were better. They were slower, much more reliable, and survived much longer. Those are artifacts that we used to teach students with. Let's just not talk with them about it. Let's show them. Let them touch it. Let them see it. And nothing else, put it in virtual things, see it virtually. And of course, here's another famous artifact of World War I. Part of warfare is propaganda. Here we see a poster of Honor Home. At this time, buy more Liberty bonds. Try to sell Liberty bonds to help pay for the war. And of course, at this time period, also they kind of demonized the German army, and that showed the Huns, the name for the Germans at this time period. You don't want to make your enemies, I don't want to make you feel bad about your enemies, what they want to do. But these are some actual artifacts we can use to help teach students with.